Fallon, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be fighting a 205-pound, 6'2" white belt from my gym in Nogi. This match was so fun and exciting to film, so I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe below to ensure that you see more videos just like this. Okay, let's get started. So Justin's actually starting in guard, so this gives me the perfect opportunity to work on my top game and my passing skills. And as you see here, we're both fighting for that underhook as I pass, because if he gets it, he can potentially take my back, and if I get it, I'll secure that side control position much better. He's turning into me, so I'm going to rotate to an arm bar, but he actually balls up kind of weirdly where I can't finish it. So he goes to stand up, and right away I'm going to sprawl my hips out and try to take the back because he was standing up kind of straight. So my main concern here is to maintain my hooks and to go for chokes across his neck. So as you see, I have a gable grip and I'm trying to finish the rear naked choke. Justin, however, is super strong and he can pry my hands away from his neck very well. So from here he goes to the floor, which is a very smart idea because it's easier to escape back control while you're on the floor rather than standing up. Then he does exactly what he should and hip escapes across my leg to get out. So right away I try to sit up and take the mount position. However, once again, he does a very good job at balling up, which allows him to get half guard on me. So now my main concern is to get out of half guard. So I am going to knee slice across his hip area to ensure side control. And I've said this once before, but I do not like staying in side control for very long. So I automatically go straight to north-south and start fishing for a kimura. And I don't feel it's very secure, so I go right back to regular side control, put my arm around the neck to fake some type of guillotine so he pushes into me so I can potentially go for that arm bar rotation that I like to do. But he kind of locks me in a little quarter guard, so I can't rotate all the way to the other side. So instead, I put my leg over his head and try to get his other arm beneath my leg so I can kind of lock an inverted triangle. That way I can isolate his other arm and start attacking it. And I finish him with a straight arm lock right here.
Nice.
I thought she was going to hit the fertility. She hit me with a brand new choke. She went from like a bow and arrow choke to a triangle on Monday on me.
Now he's switching it up on me and passing my guard. So first thing I like to do in Nogi is try to maintain some type of grips on the arm just to ensure that they can't do any speed passes to the side. And I try to entangle my legs as much as possible. So I usually go straight to De La Hiva. Here he turned away from me, so I am automatically going for a calf slice. But he's doing a good job of keeping his hips up, so I can't bring him closer to me to actually slice that calf. But I couldn't get it, so honestly here I'm just faking leg locks on him. I was kind of trying to pretend I was going to put him in a honey hole heel hook, but I'm definitely on the wrong side to do that. But I was just hoping he would push my arms away or something so I could get a quick heel hook. But we're in a really funky position, so I can't even figure out how to properly get a leg lock from here. So instead I just stand up from 50-50 to try to pass his guard. So my go-to from this position is to peel that toe away from my hip and take a long step around to try to ensure mount. Right away, I grapevine his legs to try to make sure he can't push me off of him. And as soon as I feel balanced and comfortable, I start attacking. So right there, I kind of just faked a little Ezekiel choke, even though I wouldn't really get that in Nogi per se. But it forces a reaction out of him, which is exactly what I want. So he pops his head forward, which allows me to get a guillotine grip. So now I can start working on that choke. But I just didn't quite have the guillotine deep enough. So I let that go and again, just start kind of being a nuisance around his neck and face area by pushing it. So anytime someone is trying to push my hips up and get their knees underneath me to get back some type of guard, I have a lot of luck by just kind of grabbing both sides of the head and pulling his neck upward. So now I windshield wiper my leg to the outside to get knee on belly. From here, I'm going to do my favorite armbar rotation to the opposite side, which I actually just did a YouTube short on teaching this position, so go check that out too. Like I said, this is my favorite armbar position, so I feel like people at my gym are usually ready for it because I do it so much. So he's cupping his inside of his thigh and rocking back and forth to escape and come on top. So what I have to do here is really make my outside leg very heavy across his face so he physically can't do a sit-up motion. And now I am just working on that arm, cupping his inner thigh. So I have to get as close to the wrist as possible because that's going to be his weakest point to break his grip and get this armbar successfully. Okay, so it looks like he's going to take the passing approach once again, so I am left to play guard, which I absolutely never mind. I kind of prefer it. So once again, you see me grabbing the wrist grip and trying to entangle my legs with his with my De La Hiva. My inside leg was a little overextended, so I was nervous that he was going to attack a knee bar, so I was trying to keep it tucked. He tries to run away, so right away I try to stand up and take the back. So right off the bat, what we need to do is start attacking the neck. He's starting to peel my feet to try to get rid of my hooks, that way he can escape the back. From here, as you see, the arm that goes around the neck always needs to be the top arm. That way you can more securely choke your opponent. And if you guys actually watched the last instructional video Bobby and I put out together, we literally do this position that I'm about to hit. So go check that out if you haven't yet. So as I said before, he does a very good job at peeling my hands away from his neck. So to get rid of his defense, I need to isolate one of his arms. So I climb the body with my legs, and as soon as he reaches down to pry my hook, I trap his arm with my leg. This ensures that I have a better chance at attacking his neck and finishing the rear naked choke.
Beautiful.
Good job, guys. Good job.
Good thing I watched Bobby just do that. I was like, I'm going over that.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the mats next week. Bye, guys! Also, real quick, if you guys like the background music of my videos, it's actually by one of my teammates. So I'll go ahead and link his Spotify below so you guys can check him out. He's super talented, so be sure you do.